Hello everyone and welcome back to Arkiteasy. Ready to elevate your interior designs in Revit? In today's tutorial, you will learn how to create a sophisticated interior wall panel in Revit. We will be building this as a Revit family, utilizing modeling tools like Extrusion and Revolve. The real power here is that with just one Revit family, you will gain the ability to create a wide variety of unique wall patterns and decorations, streamlining your design process. Alright, let's jump into Revit and get started. First of all, we need to understand this geometry and how we are going to create the panel. So as you can see that the panel is the hexagonal. It has 6 sides and then we have this straight part here, and it's very easy to create it when it continues and when it goes straight. But what's going on when this straight part here needs to be continued into this rounded part. So watching this rounded part closely, we will see that this area here is not straight, is not flat actually. So I will just go and do. Actually, this is the oval part. So in a section, this looks something like this, which leads to the conclusion that this extrusion part here is also have some kind of the roundness, because when it continues into the rounded part, you see that it has a very smooth and nice transition. So that's exactly what we need to do and to create in our Revit family. So it's pretty obvious that this straight part I'm going to create using extrusion tool, while this rounded part I'm gonna make using Revolve tool. But what we need to be careful about is how we are going to determine the relations between them. So let's move to Revit. And the first thing you need to do in Revit is to go to File, create new family, and you can use wall-based family, or in this case I used face-based because I would like to maybe place it on the other faces which are not walls. So what I have done, as I said, the first thing we need to create is to make a hexagon. So I made one which is circumscribed into the circle of 600 diameter. So this is how it looks like, and it has a thickness of 25 millimeters. Then, as I said, that this part here, this one needs to be created as an extrusion. So you see it's done. And if I just go here to the edit extrusion, you see how my profile look like. And why I said that it's very important to understand how we are going to make the relation between the extrusion and the Revolve tool. So let's take a look. And as you can see that the end of my extrusion is actually the beginning, the start of my Revolve tool. So when it comes to Revolve, let's say that I have this profile from here moved to this axis, so it look like this. So I just copied this one here, and then I've got Revolve, and then I've got this nice relation. So this is how it look, the extrusion tool, the extrusion part. And when I select Revolve, when I go to edit Revolve, you see how the profile look like. So what I have done, I just made the mirror, and then I made it, this is the axis of my Revolve. So this is how it starts. And then at the end, what I have done, I just simply created, once I created this Revolve, I mirrored that one, and then I made 2 voids. I mirrored that one, and that was actually it of what I have done when it comes to this panel. At the end, of course, you can just select it and you can assign materials to it. And of course, what you need to do is just to load it into the project, and then you can assemble it on a different ways. If you take a closer look at those wall patterns, wall decorations, you will see that they look completely different. But what's unique that we have just one wall panel which we used to create those different patterns. And bear in mind that there is one small thing you need to be aware and you need to watch closely. So let's take a look at this panel here. So for example, you will see that we have this black line here, but that black line is missing. So why that one is missing? Let's go back to the family. And then here you will see that we have it at this part, but not here, as well as we have no line between those elements, but we have between those two. Bearing in mind that I have created this out of 3 elements. So the first one is the base, then this extrusion, and then this Revolve. And of course I mirrored Revolve, so that's the fourth element, I have to go to the Modify tab, and then I need to use Join tool. So join geometry, and once I select this geometry and this one, they are going to be joined, and then if I just load them back into the family, they're going to be replaced, and we are going to avoid having this as non-line. So we are going to get this line. Don't forget to join our community on School. It's completely free to join. You just need to sign up. And if you have any questions, just feel free to write in the comments below, or simply pop up the question in our community and I will be glad to reply to you. And of course, if you're serious about elevating your modeling skills in Revit, don't miss this tutorial.